Well, hi, this is Custom Works. I'm Clint Allen, and today we're talking about the Harbor Freight 1,000 pound rollers. If there's one thing I know, and that's moving very large and very heavy pieces of equipment and houses. Now, there's all kinds of items on the market, and when you're doing a project, you need to make a decision on what you're going to use. And every time you make that decision, there's more money coming out of the old pocket, and when things get a little bit tighter, the project slows down, even when sometimes interest is lost. So, word of advice, when you get into projects as big as I do and my company does, you better be damn sure you can make the finish line. It's expensive and it takes a lot of time. So, back to the Harbor Freight 1,000 pound rollers. I don't go to Harbor Freight all that much. Basically, I'm an internet buyer, but most people don't have the kind of cash to buy these right here. These are heavy structure moving rollers. And these things really, that right there will move 80,000 pounds. But let's face it, nobody here is going to want to buy that. You have what's called go jacks, where you have a hydraulic or manual pressure that brings rollers together on wheels. And that's one of the ways of doing it. You have pan rollers where you jack up the car, set them on there, and then you can kind of move them around. Just as advice, make sure when you're buying any of these that it has the ball bearings in the wheels. If you get the really cheap China, Japanese, Malaysia, Indian-made rollers, it's just a pin that runs through and they will fail, they won't roll. But in this case right here, they do have those type of rollers on here that just have the pin, but I've got my pressure spanned out. If you go down to Harbor Freight, because Clint said, hey, go down to Harbor Freight, get these 1,000 pound rollers, ease up. We need to reinforce these in order to do what they claim they can do. Once you reinforce them, then you'll be able to get the 1,000 pound capability out of them. Otherwise, they'll fold up just quicker than a piece of paper in a high tornado wind, you know. So, as you can see here, and there's going to be pictures that are going to flash, but of what I'm talking about. The roller itself, if you take a 2x4 and cut it to length of the outside of the roller from Harbor Freight, put one screw in it, do the same thing back here, and then I got some 1x's right here that I slid in. So what I'm doing is weight has to be spanned in order to carry weight. So the 2x4 and the 2x4 is carrying the rail, and where this is actually attached to the truck, that's where I have the extra 1-inch boards shimmed up. I mean, on sale during the Black Friday with all the discounts, these things were like 10 bucks. So I'm into this right here for 40 bucks, plus the wood that I had laying around anyways. But make sure that you strap whatever you're moving around down. That is critical. But anyways, if you're looking for a cheap way to move stuff around your garage, your shop, your driveway, these will do it. They probably only last, you know, about a year of rolling around, or maybe 8 months of rolling around, but, you know, they were $10. You get what you pay for, but I tell you, you can throw a lot of these in the garbage compared to buying a $400 set of Go Jacks, or if you need 4 of them, you know, the bucket style rollers, pan rollers, you know, those are like $60 a piece. You know, rollers like that, which nobody here is ever going to buy, you know, they're like about $2,200. But either which way, these are a great way to go. They're cheap. It won't put a dent in your project. You just need to reinforce them. If you're just going to have a situation where you have one main pressure piece that you don't have the ability to span like I am doing, go ahead, put your 2x4, 2x4, and get yourself a 2x4 in the center and span it with a piece of 3/4 inch, probably 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood. And these will perform and last you a long time. So I hope you've learned something today, and you take it easy, and you have a good day.